Another Ants on a Rock video. Welcome to the Ant Corner. In this lunchbox are two new vampire crabs. They're going to be called Merlin and Tamatoa. They will be joining my other vampire crab, Mr. Crabs, in the multi-species tank. Now, this could go one of many ways. I've been told that what is in this box is a male and a female, and I don't actually know if Mr. Crabs is male or female, so I could end up with two males and one female, or one male and two females. So we'll have to see what happens. So let's open the box and have a look. Kind of hard to see because they're so small. They are very young at the moment. As they shed and molt, they will grow in size as well. Handling them, I'm very careful and I like to use my tweezers. But I will hold them and use my fingers as well. As long as I'm gentle, of course. The one in the middle looks a little bit funny, but he is alright. I say he because I'm not sure which one's the he and which is the she. Another one is just there on the black foam. So there we go. Two new vampire crabs. Now, let's get them in the tank. Doing this is easy. I'm just going to pop the foam straight in that the crab was sat on. And the other one was sat on top of some toilet roll or cotton wool or something that was wet. So I'm going to grab that out as well. And just help ease that crab into the tank. It is a little bit blurry just whilst I'm moving about with the camera. Oh, this one's on the move. As you can see, he has really nice bright red claws, which is really nice to see and quite distinctive in the tank against his black body. Now, these crabs spend a lot of their time on land, about 75% of their time on land and some of the time in the water. They actually live in fresh water. They need access to fresh water all the time, but they don't stay in it. What they do is they submerge themselves and fill up all the little crevices in their shell and body with the water, so that when they walking around the land, they use this to stay moist. These crabs are also scavengers and hunters. They can hunt, but choosing to scavenge whenever possible. They're quite fast moving, as you just saw that one jump. Now, I feed them on a mix of different fruits and vegetables, mealworms, waxworms and other live critters that are already in the pond. In this pond are damselflies, something I can't pronounce beginning with D. I say damselflies, I meant damselfly nymphs, something beginning with D. There's bloodworm and a few other things as well. So they've got quite their pick of live foods if they choose to have some. Like I say, I also like to give waxworms like I have on this log here. Which are normally readily taken by their crabs. As you can see, this one's quite interested by the waxworm that's fallen into the water. Give it a minute and we'll see what happens. Seeing these crabs during the day is pretty cool as well, but I doubt I'll see them during the day much more. They're normally nocturnal, coming out between 10:30 at night and about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, meaning that filming can be quite difficult as well. But we're managing to get some good footage here that I'm really enjoying taking. Let me know in the comments what you think of these crabs. I think they're really cool to watch. After finishing his meal, the crab proceeded into the burrow that Mr. Krabs had already dug. Now, this was a moment I had much anticipated to see what was going to happen. So let's just give it a minute and wait and see. Oh, and it seems Mr. Krabs wasn't that welcoming of his new guests. Since filming this footage, both these crabs have actually retreated into the burrow, which makes me think that Mr. Krabs and this one might be the male and female that we're hoping for, meaning that the other one may be male or female as well. Whatever, it seems to have gone well. Now, it's not a problem if they are both males, because there's enough space and places for them to burrow that they won't have to fight and have conflict. The only conflict they might have is over the only female. It would be great to have 2 females and 1 male, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this short little introduction to my new vampire crabs. And as always, see you again, Ant fans.